store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on our home team. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys, winners a week ago in that 4-5 matchup, looking to carry that momentum over to the divisional round. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys fresh coming off the bye, ready to prove they are the team to beat in the conference. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular, but in the playoffs, he'll take solid, and that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
So a tough early challenge here, second and long after the sack. They'll give up the gut for Murray. They get 5 yards on the run there, and still left staring at a third and about 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And the penalty, it helps a little, but they'll still have to navigate a 3rd and 9 now. Operating from the gun. Cotton got an open man. It's Pickens. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rush was right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit. But it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Show a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the completion good for 7 there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Cotton. And he's brought down. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw. Cotton. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Pickens is there on the crossing route. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens from 21 yards away. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
Well, that felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, look at the juke. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now to to be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They're going to look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down.
49-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
It fights him off. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced him.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
At the 36-yard line.
Again, it's Murray. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
He's got this to Pickens. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
5 yards on the play. That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Ramirez. Second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Gets past one man. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Orlando with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 12. They'll look to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. 3rd and 4.
To number 84. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll try the left side. Meadows. They'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They bring their punter out there now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 15. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. Throwing to start the drive. Cotton. There's the stiff arm. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Back to throw. Cotton. Throw left side complete. That's Ramirez. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st down, Meadows. And we'll get this up just shy of the 30. This is 2nd and 8.
Tackled at the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And an Orlando 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll hook up over the middle to Pryor. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Now a handoff up the middle. Meadows. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
On the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, Meadows. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Up the middle they go. Meadows. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Orlando 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Meadows. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And out now come the Cowboys. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now a run. He can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Looking to throw. Cotton going with a screen for Murray. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39. Back to throw. Cotton throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
It certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And they'll start with a short field following that turnover as they look for points here before the break. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 4. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So halftime now here on Sunday night primetime. Let's get it to Scott Hansen in Orlando with our halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. One half of football to be played here in the divisional round. In 2 more quarters, we'll know the championship game matchups. Let's take a look at what's happened so far. Our trip around the NFL starts now with a good matchup in the NFC. And this is the home team running back. Gets past the line of scrimmage, gets room, gets it in. 22 yards on the touchdown. The Giants are on to the NFC Championship game. They get it done here in the divisional round. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars as they host the Houston Texans. And here's the Jags wideout. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. A 55-yard touchdown. The Jaguars pull off yet another upset. They are now just one win away from the Super Bowl. And time for a check here at the playoff race in the divisional round. Things getting interesting now in the NFC. In the game you're watching, not much to separate these two sides through two quarters. A one-point game at the half as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in in the ballot. Second half action back underway. Able to slither by. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers. A little bit more to the perimeter, perhaps. But above all, play your game.
At the 28-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards to pick up there.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. They'll run on first down. Meadows down to about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
Orlando, first down. First and 10 at the 20.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as they have taken the lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for two.
The offense will line up for a two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You get it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They go with Murray again. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Looking to throw. Cotton. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And for a right side here, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, is spotted at the 49. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll set up a throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 4.
Now a handoff up the middle. Meadows. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So from the 36 now, first and 10. He'll keep it himself. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
Now back to throw. Fighting throws. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On first down, Murray. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping it on the ground just isn't working for them.
And maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and run with Murray. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Meadows. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Visitors 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go around. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter play. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd and 5. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ramirez. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that nearly intercepted. The free safety rolling into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. He finds Pickens over the middle. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. There was a safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Orlando takes back over on offense. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He's been pretty good with his legs in this game. A really nice gain there. Defensively, they've been okay covering downfield, but you got to account for the quarterback, right?
Yeah, and that's the hardest part, because normally when you play 11 on 11, it's truly not 11 on 11. Defensively, you don't account for the quarterback in the run game. You account for everyone else and hope that you can catch him before he gets to the 1st down marker. But as you notice, he's been doing it a little bit. This time he saved his best for this run.
Saving one of his best for the 4th quarter. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Number 86. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on first and goal.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Micah Parsons gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Over the middle, complete. It's Ramirez. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
Back to throw. Cotton. Oh, the RPO will keep it himself. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and
2. Looking to throw. Cotton working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's another Cowboys 1st down.
Up the middle, Murray. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun. Cotton. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Meadows. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world up to the challenge.
And he'll be taken down with a 1st down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. 83 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. On first down, Meadows. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Meadows. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
20-yard line.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, Meadows shedding the tackle. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship. And now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.